Good afternoon, collectors. Hi from Minnesota. We are specifically in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. If you don't know who I am, I'm Melinda Seegers. I'm Miss Littown. And we're going to talk a little village this afternoon. And I think today we'll start by talking about the village gift sets that were just introduced for 2019. And we have 3 of them this year. And I'm going to show you each set individually. We have a theme, and it's always kind of nice to have a theme. This year it is a skating party, and believe it or not, people have been ice skating for almost 4,000 years, but the idea of skates with a blade that cut into the ice really dates back to the Dutch, and it really makes sense that it would be the Dutch that came up with the idea, because they were skating on the ponds and on the canals in Holland for years and years, and they would strap on skates onto their boots in wintertime to get around easier. In fact, when I was doing a little research, I found that the very first ice skates were probably pieces of bone strapped to the bottom of their feet. But we have 3 gift sets. It's appropriate that we have one for Dickens Village, because if you're watching the PBS miniseries, Victoria and Albert, you will note that last year there was a little accident in a skating incident where Albert fell through the ice, but they've been skating there a long time. And when skating got to England in probably about the 16th or 17th century, they formed skating clubs. And this was something almost anybody could do, because skates were relatively inexpensive. You didn't need a lot of extra equipment. And our little gift set here, it's got a nice small footprint, so it won't take up much space. Let me turn it on so you can see how cute it looks. Lights the interior, and there's this really cute little hanging lantern here on the outside. And each of the gift sets will come with its own skating pond with a little sisal tree. And let me show you what the pond looks like. It's just a little acrylic pond with a kind of a mylar skating surface with some snow and skating designs on the ice. Let us know how you like these as we go through these. And here are the skaters that come with this set. This whole set will be sold. I believe I don't have the price on those. See if I can find that real quickly here. They're going to retail for $99 each set. So you're getting the pond, the set of skaters, and the lighted house with its adapter, of course. It's a great pick up and go kind of gift that you can get for a friend or someone who is not a collector yet, because once you put this down, you've got a whole little display. So this is the one for Dickens Village. And I will unplug this one, remove the Dickens Village skaters, really cute little couple here. And then we will show you, this is the North Pole one. Oops, there's a little packing materials that I missed. And this comes with 2 little elves. It'll be the same pond with a tree and the appropriate little male and female elf. Some of you for years have said we don't have enough female elves in our line, so a couple of the female elves. There's a really cute little sign. I really like this. I think it's a nice added touch. And again, this whole set will retail for $99. Very cute. I see some likes coming up on the screen there, Nate, so that they must like the set. And I think this is really cute here. That this reminds me of some of the older pieces in North Pole. And right here you can see there's a little LED lit warming barrel. It used to be very common that they would have a barrel like this, and they would put refuse and they would put logs and things in there and have that burning so that you could hold your hands up and get warm there. So that's the North Pole one. Then we have one more. And again, it's a nice small little footprint. Oh, where did that come off? Oh, it just came unglued here. I see. Okay. these are all samples, so it's sometimes things like that happen. And we'll let the little North Pole elves go bye-bye, and we will have the last one here. And this is my favorite this year. I think Scott really did a nice job on the design of this one. This one is for Snow Village. Yeah, it's lit. And this comes with a really cute skating couple. But what's really neat about this is the idea is it's a garage. The door is lifted, and then on the inside you can see there's a table with some treats and hot chocolate and a fireplace. And the fireplace has a nice warm glow to it, so it's just a real cute little piece. We've put our little signature cardinal on the roof, and it's just a nice little addition to your Snow Village display. And again, nice small footprint, comes with everything you see here. I can hardly wait for this one to come. I think this one is really cute. This would look cute with the farmer's market pieces because it's about the same size. So that'll be a really cute one. These will only be available in 2019, and they are scheduled to start shipping by September 15th. So they'll be in plenty of time for you to get a set like this so that you can put it in your fall display or your holiday display. Okay.
Brandon Taylor says watching from a hammock on the beach.
Yeah, Brandon is watching from a hammock on the beach. Is he bragging or complaining? I'm not sure. Okay. Reminder for everyone, if you haven't thought about it, Sunday is Mother's Day. And we've been running a few ads, and I thought I would get the actual pieces here that, oh, and I don't have a light cord. There's one on my back credenza. This is a piece that's been in the line for many years. This was part of the ad that was running for Mother's Day. It's called Grandmother's House. And then we had a companion piece that came out just a couple of years ago called The Other Grandmother's House. So I'm not sure if you're the grandmother or the other grandmother. Yes, that would be just great. And the light cord that Nate went and got me is our new LED light
USB power.
with a USB power cord on it. So let's take a look and see how these pieces light up using the new USB. Nicely lit. This is a real classic piece. I wouldn't mind being a grandmother who lived in a house that looked like this. Mine looks nothing like this, but you know, it's got the window that you can see in. There's a three-dimensional scene on the inside with a Christmas tree. We've got the evergreens on the outside. Most grandmothers would be just thrilled to receive a piece like this. These are pieces that I'm going to show you now are all in the stores now, ready to be taken home, wrapped up, and you get an extra kiss if you give Grandma a piece like this for Mother's Day. So that's the first one. This one is, of course, one of my favorites. And this is, let's just flip this one off for a second. This is Yule Stitch in Yule Time. This has proven to be a very popular piece. This was new this year from 2019 for North Pole. If Grandma isn't a quilter like me, she may be a sewer, and it's got some really cute detail. You can see here how the flywheel turns. You don't even have to do that yourself on the old manual machines. You had to turn that by hand every time. And on this side you can see that the needle goes up and down. If you can see that. I just think it's a darling piece. It's got a lot of detail. You can see there's scissors and buttons and safety pins and pin cushions and thimbles and fabric patterns. The chimney is a spool of thread. This was done by Barbara Lund, and I think she thought of just about everything that a sewer would have in their sewing room. Just an adorable piece, and these are shipping now, so you can get this. And And if you're not sure what Grandma has, you know she doesn't have this one because it's brand new this year. So that's a really neat piece to have. Okay. Thank you. Another piece that was in our ad that I thought, let's talk a little bit about Christmas in the City, because we never talk about Christmas in the City enough. And this one doesn't want to work in that one. So we'll just pretend it's working. It's really not. Yeah, the hole is too small. That's what we get for not trying it ahead of time. But this is the new brownstones for Christmas in the City. I think it's called the West Side Brownstones. And I was curious. I mean, we've often talked about brownstones. We've had brownstones in Christmas in the City before. And brownstones are a very typical type of architecture that you see in a lot of big cities. You know, they go up instead of out so that they don't take up as much space. And I think I'm just going to pull the light out of here so I can set it down. But, you know, where does brownstones come from? It comes from the kind of stone, actually. It's kind of a carved sandstone that is very often brown in color. And it was first used as a term to represent either the building material or the buildings themselves in about 1830. So it's not a real old style. It's not like it's been around for centuries and centuries, only a couple of hundred years. But everybody loves to have brownstones in their village. And the piece that they showed with it was a brand new accessory. And this is a mother, and it's a young mother. And remember, this is depicted, the people in Christmas in the City are 1920s, 1930s. So she's got a scarf on her head, and she's got a dress on because women did wear dresses more back then. And she's pushing a very stylish baby carriage, and this would be a great gift for a new mom. So if you wanted to go with something just a little smaller gift, an accessory, these are also new for this year, and they are shipping now. So this would be something you could get now. It's called Baby's First Shopping Trip for Christmas in the City. All babies love to go shopping. Most babies. My oldest daughter, really, honestly, her first word was chopping. Mama go chopping, and I didn't teach her that. Her grandmother did. Now, if you don't have Christmas in the City, but you still like the idea of a mother and a child for Mother's Day, there is one for Dickens Village, very detailed, and it's a mother in her typical Victorian dress pushing not a carriage, but a sled. And she's got a little child in the sled. And that one is called, I believe, A Country Outing. And that is for Dickens Village. It would work very nicely in New England Village, or not New England, it would work in New England Village too, but it would work with Christmas in the City. I mean, she looks great outside the brownstone. Just a little different era. But another nice one, if you want to do just a little accessory as a Mother's Day gift. This isn't in the budget, but usually a little accessory might be. And then I picked one more out when I was looking at the display. There's this one for New England Village, and this is a couple crossing a bridge, and it's called A New Beginning. And as you can see, they really don't look like they're a real young couple. So it might be a pretty gift for someone who is renewing their marriage vows, or a couple who are maybe a little older and getting married, or just, you know, this is what Grandma maybe looked like years ago, and crossing the bridge to another time in their life might be a nice gift for someone who's retiring, you know, that's entering a new chapter in their life. But this is from New England Village. It comes complete like this. The couple is glued in place, so it's ready to go, and you can place it over a little stream in your village. So another nice piece. Couple of weeks ago on one of our Facebook Live, somebody asked about Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and we did have one new piece for Christmas Vacation, and I thought I would share that one with you today. in case you haven't seen that out in the stores yet. Whoops, I forget this one does have an on-off switch. And this is Aunt Bethany's house. Now, when I first saw it, I thought, what's wrong with this tree? Well, apparently there was a fire in the house, and they had to get the Christmas tree out. So that's why we have this black, misshapen Christmas tree with, and as you can see, there are burnt-looking pine needles on the ground. The other one looks fine, but this one, that's what happened at Aunt Bethany's house. And I think it's just a real nice addition to kind of fill out Holmen, the town of Holmen where the story takes place, in nice traditional colors. So I like that one with a traditional front porch. Now, I've got a few things here on my desk. Here's an accessory that is brand new for A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is, I got to look at the name because it's not running off my tongue very easily. It's called the Oogie Boogie Gives a Spin. And it's always fun to have animated pieces in your village. And I think this is really a cute set. So it's got the light and looks like the skeleton that's kind of in a precarious position there. But this will be added for Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll just set that over on the side here. And then the last thing I want to talk about, or not the last thing, other thing I want to talk about is we've had a lot of interest in our flags. We've had this one in the line. It's called Stars and Stripes. We've had that for a couple of years. And it's kind of always fun to put outside of an office building or a church or your government building or a bank or a school. So it's used in many of our villages. And this year, there are several other ones going to be available. There are some that were commissioned by a couple of retail stores in a variety of states. And right now we know there's one for Arkansas, one for Arizona, Texas, California, Colorado, and Maryland. And we are just introducing this one in case your state doesn't get represented and you want to have something cute to put on your desk at work, put in your display. It will go in any village, and it says Department 56 with our Department 56 logo on it. Right now, the Texas and Colorado ones are available, and other ones are coming by September. And you never know. There might be a couple of other ones coming. Will we do all 50 states? No, probably not. There aren't huge dealers in all 50 states, unfortunately. So I doubt that we would have all 50 states made. But there's no reason why you couldn't get this and make your own state flag and fly it proudly over your village. And speaking of village flags, we have something that we posted on Facebook the other day. And it was a picture of a very large flag, 8 feet by 12 feet. And it was kind of surrounded by the employees here at Department 56. I happen to have it here with me. And we are really proud to announce a little project that we're going to have with this flag. We flew a flag like this over our corporate headquarters for years, and you can just see, this is just the A, so you can see how big this is going to be. So we have, and it's printed on both sides, not printed, it's appliqued on both sides. It's huge. And it's reverse on the back side. So where's the 56? I wasn't going to open up the whole thing, but I just might end up doing that. It's heavy. It's made of an acrylic material that is appropriate to hang outside. There's a 56. Let me stand up and show this to you. Oh, it's kind of hard to see even here. what are we going to do with this? We're not going to hang it here. We're in an office building that we share with other businesses, so it's not appropriate for us to hang it here. We don't have a flagpole, and it's just not the right place to do it anymore. And we thought, well, gee, let's have this flag do some good. So what we're going to do, there we go, there you can see the 56. What we're going to do, and we're working with eBay, we're working with PayPal, and we're working with a local charity here that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. We're working with the Ronald McDonald House, and we are going to have an online auction. Our plan is to get this scheduled so that the auction would start on Monday, June 3rd. You can bid on it. We'll have probably about a week to 10 days of bidding on it. And then the lucky winner can either use it to back their village display, they can hang it on a flagpole outside their house, they can use it at club meetings if the club wants to buy it. You can do whatever you'd like with it, and you can have a one-of-a-kind Department 56 logo flag of your very own, and 100% of the funds raised from the auction will go to our local Ronald McDonald House, and we've had an association with them for a number of years, and we're delighted to be able to work with them again. So that's what we have coming. Any questions that we need, Nate? Okay. Well, happy spring. I hope most of you had spring in your area. We got 10 inches of snow up on the North Shore in Minnesota yesterday, so for those collectors up there, I hope you're doing okay. And we will see you in 2 weeks, May 23rd, and we're going to talk a little bit more about our limited editions next time. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.